Hello everyone. Our lesson today is Entry 3 Grammar, Entry 3 Intermediate Grammar Part 2. Okay, so number 6, give 2 examples of verbs which can be followed by an infinitive. So if you look here, I want to go to university. After want, I can use to and I can use a main verb. So I say to is followed by an infinitive with to. Next sentence, I decided to change my furniture. Again, decided is a verb, and after decided we can use to infinitive and another main verb. So this means after, want and decide, we use infinitive with to and we use a main verb. Of course, we have many verbs which are followed by infinitive with to. If you want, you go to the internet and you type www.google.com verbs followed by infinitive, and Google will give you the list. But I'm just giving you, some explanation about this grammar rule, but you need to practice more. Number 7, give 2 examples of verbs which can be followed by a gerund. So Muhammad enjoys going on holiday. Enjoys is a main verb, going is a gerund. After enjoy, I have to use going, which is a gerund. I cannot say enjoys to go on holiday. It is wrong English. Enjoys going, enjoys swimming, enjoys playing table tennis. Now, next one. I miss taking walks in our park. So miss is a verb, a main verb. Taking is a gerund. After miss, I use a gerund here, and this is very important and it's correct English. I cannot say I miss to take walks. No, it's wrong English. So after enjoy and after miss, I have to use what? A gerund. Again, on the internet you can find the verbs which are followed by a gerund. And this is very important for your speaking and writing. You have to know, I am using this verb. What do I do? What do I put after this verb? So if you are using a verb, ask yourself, what do I put after this verb? Do I put a gerund? Do I put an infinitive with to? Or maybe this is okay and this is okay. Let's move to the next point. So some verbs can be followed by both infinitive and gerund. So if you look here, her sister likes to go on holiday. Very good. Her sister likes going on holiday. That's fine. So after like, I can put to infinitive and main verb, and I can put again gerund after likes. But there is a difference in meaning now. So here I use infinitive with to or gerund after likes, but there is a difference in meaning. If you say her sister likes to go on holiday, this means she goes on holiday maybe 1 time every year to 2 times every year, not a lot. It's not like a hobby. But if you say her sister likes going on holiday, this means she likes going on holidays. She loves holidays, and holidays are her hobby. So if I say I like swimming, this means swimming is my hobby. But if I say I like to swim, it means it's not my hobby, but maybe I can go swimming 1 time every few months, or And again, if I say I forgot to post the letter, and I forgot posting the letter, so after forgot I use infinitive and I use main verb, and I use here gerund after forgot. So it is possible to use infinitive with to, or to use gerund after the verb forget. But there is a difference in meaning. So if I say forgot to post the letter, this means I did not post the letter. I did not do it. But if I say I forgot posting the letter, this means after I posted the letter and I did it, I forgot about it. So there's a big difference. In the first example, I did not post the letter. In the second example, I posted the letter, but later on I forgot about it. And the same if you use remember, it is the same really. Give 5 examples of purposes of texts. So texts in English can inform us, they can instruct us, they can persuade us, they can explain information to us, they can entertain us. Now, a text is anything we write or speak. A text is anything we write or speak. So this question is useful for your reading and writing. When you look at a text, you have to know why the text was written. Also, if you want to write something, if you want to write a letter, an email, a poster, an article, you have to know what kind of language you use. So, if a text informs, it means it gives you information such as facts and numbers. But Wednesday is a fact. 2020, this year is 2020, everyone agrees it's true already. All people agree with this. It's 2 o'clock, everyone agrees with this, if it is 2 o'clock now. So you have to remember, all texts give information. All texts we read and write give information. But, what kind of information? We have to know. So here, the information, if a text informs, what kind of information? This information must be about facts and numbers. If a text instructs, it tells you to do or not to do something. Chop onions. Chop is an instruction. It's telling you to do something. Do not smoke. Again, do not is an instruction. It's telling you not to do something. So if a text instructs us, it means it uses do and don't a lot. If a text persuades us, so it tries to sell something to you or to us, or it makes you change your mind to do something differently. So if I say buy this mobile, it's a bargain, £20 only. So these words, which I underlined for you, want you to come and buy the mobile phone. So they are trying to persuade you. What's persuade you? They want you to think about buying the mobile phone and coming to the shop and paying for it. So this is what we call the text is persuading you. But persuade is not always about buying and selling. Maybe I want to take my son for a day out, and my son doesn't want to go out, and then I say to my son again and again. So if my son changes his mind, and I can change his mind, it means I persuaded my son to go out with me. This means the information I said to my son was persuasive, which means I persuaded him. If a text explains, it means it tells you why a person or animal did something. You have to read this book because it is useful. So because is a conjunction that explains to you why I'm asking you to read the book. So this means this sentence is trying to explain something to you. Every time you use words to explain, like because, like since, like as, like other words, other conjunctions, it means you are trying to explain something. Number E, if a text entertains you, it makes you happy. So when you read jokes, when you read stories or novels, long stories, it means you feel entertained. So once upon a time, there was a lovely princess. So this text, is what is trying to entertain you. Now, one thing I have to say, when you read a text, don't just look at one sentence. Here I give you one sentence only. But most of the time, when you read a text, it's going to be one paragraph or 2 or 3 or 4 paragraphs. Do not look at one sentence and say, this text is trying to instruct us. No. You have to look at the spirit of the text. You have to feel it. You have to taste if you want the text. You have to taste the text. You have to feel the text. You have to understand and feel the spirit of the text. So generally, if it uses a lot of do and don't, means this text is trying to instruct you. And the same applies when you use, entertain you or maybe explain something to you. Number 10, Give 6 examples of text types, or types of text we can say. We have so many examples, I just give you only 6 of them, and as I said, this is important for your reading and writing. So if I want to read an email, I have to know how an email looks like, and I have to know, what information I can see in the email. And also if I want to write it, I have to do likewise. I have to see, oh, the email is like this is how I start, this is how I finish, this is the information I put in the email. But now I'm not going to explain all these, maybe we need a different lesson. But text types, we've got letters, emails, posters, leaflets, articles, and notes. This is what you need for entry 3 intermediate. Now, what's the difference between tense and time? This is a very, very, very important question. Really very, very important. Tense is what we see, but time is the real meaning of a sentence. Sometimes tense and time are the same, but sometimes they are different. Let's look at this sentence. Could you send this letter to John? Tense is past. I look at could. What's the tense? It is past simple. But time, which is the meaning, is present. So tense and time are different here. Of course, we use could for polite questions. If I speak to someone now in front of me and say, excuse me, could I borrow your pen? So I am using could, and it is polite question, but the meaning is present, it's not past. If I say we played tennis in London, so played here, it looks past and the meaning is past. So tense is past and time, which is the meaning, is past. So in this sentence, tense and time are the same. Number 12, what are the important adverbs which decide the type of tense we have to use? So when you use a tense, any tense, we have 12 tenses. Ask yourself, which adverb I have to use? So we have adverbs of time and adverbs of frequency. If you want more information, you can, watch my videos on the present simple, the past simple, and the future simple tenses on YouTube. But I can give you some examples. So if I want to use past, I have to use ago. I went shopping 2 days ago. If I want to use present simple, I have to use often. I often go shopping with my family. If I want to use future, I have to say, I will go on a holiday next year. So ago, often, and next year are adverbs, and they show time. So ago is an adverb of time, and we use it with the past simple. Tomorrow is an adverb of time, we use it with the future. Often is an adverb of frequency, and we use it with the present simple. Thank you for watching part 2 of my video. Please click on subscribe if you want to watch more videos in future. Thank you very much.